up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you guys are new. If you are new, please hit subscribe down below and join the fam because we always have new videos every week and we have a lot of fun around here. I recently bought a new car, as you guys know, and I posted a buying my car video, which you guys loved. I have to tell you, I think a lot of people found my channel that way, so I decided that today we're gonna do a car tour. So today I am here in my 2020 Rav4 XLE Premium, and I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about it. We have a lot of fun clips that Angelo and I filmed together to show you all of the cool features and the things that are like my favorite part about it. If you have questions about features that you don't see in this video or just general questions about the car, feel free to leave them in the comments below and I will answer you guys too. So let's get started. First, we're going to start with the front of the car. I first of all have a push to start now, which is very bougie to me. I've never had a push to start car before, but I now have a key that just looks like this. It's like a little key fob, and instead of putting it into the ignition, you just have to have it in the car. So one of my favorite features about the car having this is you don't need to get your keys out to unlock the vehicle. That's a really cool thing. So if you have your key fob on you, and I know this is common in other push to start vehicles that are newer, if you have the key on you, like in your purse or in your pocket, and you just put your hand in the little handle of the car, it will unlock the car. So I will definitely show you guys that. And then there's also a little part of the handle that you touch, you kind of pinch it like this, and that locks the car, as long as you have the key on your person. So that's awesome. All right, so you guys can tell I have the key in my hand, and this is how it unlocks. Completely unlocked. Then if you want to lock the car, you can see I still have the key in my hand, and all you do is come to these two lines, put a finger on the bottom and on top, and you can hear that it locked. Another thing about this car that I really love, of course, is having a screen, what they call apparently an infotainment screen. That's what I've seen it be called, which is really silly. But I have a really nice screen in the front, and it has so many cool features. I'm actually going to film using the Android Auto feature. It also has Apple CarPlay. I just have an Android phone, so that kind of thing. But you just plug your phone right in to the USB and it comes on, and you can actually use apps from your phone on your car. So I'm able to use Waze instead of like Google Maps or the Toyota Maps, which I think the Toyota Maps you have to pay for too, so that kind of sucks. But I'm able to use Waze, I'm able to use Spotify, I can play games on it. That's one of the craziest features. You can actually play games while you're in park. So if you want to eat in the car and have a little mukbang and play games, you can do that. Alright you guys, we are about to do a screen tour. Once you turn the car on, your phone actually connects by itself via Bluetooth. So you can actually see here in the top I have 4 people who I might call on the phone while I'm driving or whatever, like easy access contacts. So I have Angelo, my mom, Vernita, and Taylor, and then under that it has whatever you're listening to. So right now it's showing Sirius XM. You can also just have it default to your phone music, whatever. And then you can see the range I'm getting as far as gas mileage and things like that. So this is the home screen. You can click on the menu, and this is where you have lots of options. So you can manage your audio, which is going to look like selecting your source. So I can say I want to listen to Bluetooth, which would be my phone, FM AM radio, USB if you want, Sirius XM, presets, and all of that good stuff. If you go back to the menu, of course there's your phone, so you can make phone calls and all of that stuff really easily while you're driving. It shows your contacts, your messages, that kind of thing. You have apps, so this shows all your apps. I don't really get into this very much because I use Android Auto, which is going to be its own settings. I'll show you in a second. Projection is projecting your phone screen onto this screen, super nice. Info, and then setup, this is just like your regular settings for your car. You can change things and update things. The next thing down, you have an audio button. This just takes you right to the audio screen I showed you already. And finally you have map, and if you have the navigation app installed, if you click on that, it will just bring up the maps. I have not figured that out, but I also don't use it because again I use Android Auto, so not a big deal for me. On the right side you have the seek button, the track button, left and right arrows. You have the phone button, so again that just takes you to the phone screen I already showed, and then the apps button just takes you to the app screen I already showed. So just a lot of shortcuts. So the main feature, like I said, I use is Android Auto. So first thing we're going to do is plug in my phone right here, and then once it recognizes it, you'll see here on the screen it says Android Auto connected, And if you go to menu, it actually adds a little button. Oh God, I'm sorry guys. Little EDM going crazy. That was funny. So I have the Android Auto button that just pops right up and you tap on it. I zoomed in even more so you can have a more clear view of what I'm looking at here, but my Android Auto home screen is customized and set up in this way. You can see on the right, we have music, and then on the left, we have maps, which you're not seeing, it's blurred out because I'm not trying to show my location, but it has that. And then at the bottom, it has your quick access things. So here you can see I have Waze, Spotify, phone, and I have games. And then you can see the microphone here because I'm using Android Auto. It's through Google. So anything I need to do, I can say, hey Google, text Angelo, hey, what's up? Doing a test on my car.
Hey, what's up, doing a test on my car. Ready to send it?
No, don't send it. So you can see how easily you can send a text or make a phone call via the voice assistant, which is really nice. But if you click down here, it has the all apps button. So once you click that, you can see that these are all the apps I have on my phone. And what's crazy is that this background here is my vision board, which is also my phone background. It just doubles here. These are the apps you're allowed to use in your car that are on your phone, so it just automatically has them. So for instance, if I were to click on the Google Calendar, you can see today's date and see the things that I have on my to-do list today. So it has all of these awesome apps you can select from. If you're on the main screen, you can also choose to make maps the full screen, or you could choose to make music the full screen. You don't have to do the split screen. You can do it however you want. So here you can see all the music. So overall, it's really nice, really customizable. If you click this, I don't have any right now, but it would show your notifications. Just overall, very easy and a super nice feature. So one of my other favorite things in the front is the dash. So the dash has a lot of really cool features. My old car was a 2007, and so I had none of these cool features. It had 6 CD holders, but that's about it. But I love that the dash on this car has a little digital screen as well, which I'm going to show you guys clicking through it. It didn't look so good on the video, but you guys will get the gist. But one of the first things that it shows you on the main screen is how fast you're going. So it just has your speed digitally, really easy. But you can also shuffle through a couple main screens. So one actually shows your miles per gallon on your gas. So right now I'm running like 30 miles a gallon, just for reference. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of other settings on there that you can click through and find out a lot about your car, which I don't even know how to use everything yet, to be honest. So it's crazy. So the next thing would be the center console. This houses a few of my favorite features as well. One of my non-negotiables for getting this car was that I wanted it to have heated seats. And I say non-negotiable, but I actually don't mean that. That was on my nice to have list. But it is, now that I have it, maybe a non-negotiable for me because my back always hurts and having a heated seat always helps, which is so nice. So in the center console, I have my air control. So what I really love is that the driver's seat and the passenger seat can do completely separate temperatures and air control if you want to. Usually you can just like leave it synced and it will all run by itself. But you can, if you're really cold and your passenger's really hot, you can both do different controls and the vents will be separate. So that is super nice. And then of course we have defrost, you know, sending the air through the whole car, circulating the whole thing, everything that a normal car would have. But like I said, also heated seats. And then also on my center console, not necessarily on the front facing, but the down facing where you shift, they have 6 buttons for all the modes of this car. So the 2020 XLE Premium, which is the version or the model I have, has 6 modes. I don't know if all the other ones have this or not, but we have Eco, Normal, Sport, Snow, Mud and Sand, and Rock and Dirt. So that's very cool. I haven't used any of them. I usually just leave the car in Eco, but we'll see because those will be really fun. Next to me on my door, I actually have 2 saved seat position buttons. So you can actually have 2 people or like 2 drivers save their seat preferences. And then when you click the button, the seat will go into place automatically. Like it'll remember where it was supposed to be. Angela and I have not figured that out yet. So I need to just Google that and figure out how to set it up. And then that will be really nice. And then of course you have your mirror controls, windows, that kind of stuff on the door. And then finally, one of my other favorite parts is the steering wheel controls because my old car had none of it. No steering wheel, anything. It was just a steering wheel. But this one has quite a few things on it. So on my left hand, I can use the buttons to actually scroll through the menu I was talking about at the beginning. I can also use it to pick up a phone call or hang up a phone call. And then it has volume controls so that you can turn up or down the music just with your hand. And then it also has a voice assistant button. Then on my left hand is where I have my cruise control setting. So you can set your cruise control, reset it, cancel it, move it up and down, and turn on and off the auto cruise control. So it has a feature where when you're in cruise control, it will automatically decrease your speed if you're getting too close to the car in front of you. And there's actually a button there where you can change the distance. So you can set it as short, medium, or long kind of situation, which is super nice. And then also there's a lane assist button. So if you turn that on, it will help like keep you in the lanes, you know, but I don't use it, but that's what it is. And then there's a mode button and 2 arrow buttons, and those like change the music. So if you want to go backwards a song or forwards a song, you click those. That's kind of it for like my front little area. I also do have a steering wheel warmer, so that's really cool for in the winter. It will actually heat the steering wheel, which I've tried it and it's very cool. And yeah, I also love that it has automatic lights, automatic brights, automatic cruise control, and automatic windshield wipers. So I explained the cruise control. The automatic windshield wipers, I just leave it on, and when it starts raining, they go by themselves when it detects that it needs to. I've had a good experience so far. It works great. Auto lights, you just leave them on auto, and then when you turn your car on, the regular lights come on, and then once it gets dark out, it is indicated, and then it turns on the night lights. And then also, if you turn on your brights, it will do auto brights, so that if you pass a car or you pass a really well lit like street light or something, it will turn your brights off. But if you're in the country and it's completely dark, the brights will come on. So all of that is super, super nice to have automatic, and I've been loving it. Another thing on my nice to have list is above my head I have a sunroof. I'm a big sunroof girly. I used a good amount in my CRV, so I just have a sunroof above me. Has a cover, of course, and then the actual roof, and it can, or I guess I should say it's a moon roof, so it can actually tilt up, open all the way, and it's like one piece of glass that moves, so that is great. I have a sunglasses holder above me on my right, just right behind my rear view mirror, and then I have a couple controls there as well, which are just the lights and opening the sunroof, so that is that. And then also I'm going to show you guys like what's in my glove box, what's in my center console, give you the full tour, so I'll make sure to do that as well. Here is my center console, and let me give you a quick tour of what I'm actually keeping in my car. I've been driving it for a little while now, so I feel like this is pretty solid lineup, but I have my emergency trail mix, just in case, you know, you need a snack or food for somebody, so I have that. We have 2 USB outlets right here on the side that you can see, so this is what I consider like my passenger charger cord, and I just leave that plugged in, and you can actually stick it out the side and it doesn't get smushed, so that's good, because I have mine in the front, which you saw. This cup has just a little mini hairbrush, of course a little Excedrin, and then underneath all of that are some ponytails, because I'm always need to put my hair up. Here we have some utilities, so like checking your tire pressure, the little tool for that, flashlight, extra USBs to plug in chargers in the back, things like that. This right here is actually a coin purse, so if I ever need change somewhere, I have it. And then of course I have a few air fresheners back here that I bought when I first got the car, but I like to refresh them here and there. So that's my center console. All right, you guys, now I'm gonna put in some footage, a little bit of B-roll of kind of like the front seats, the back seats, what everything looks like, and then we will head around to the trunk and I will show you guys what's in there, and then we will wrap up. Okay, it's time to see the inside of the trunk, so I'm going to open it for you guys and then give you a quick tour. As you can see, there's a privacy screen on the top, which is not a shelf, not weight bearing at all, but it just covers your belongings so that people can't see through the windows and see what you have in there, so that's super nice. And then as you can see, I have the Rav4 floor mat, which is really, really nice as well. And it's also here on the back of the seats, so that when you lay the seats down, it's completely flat and completely covered in the mat, so that you can haul and transport stuff without damaging the seats, which is so, so nice. Also, if you were to have pets and you like to put your dogs or whatever in the back, the mats are a really nice feature. If you actually lift this mat, and lift this. I'm just gonna lift it a crack for you guys to see. But this RAV4 does come with a full-size tire, full-size spare, which is really, really awesome. And then, of course, we have the storage space. So let me show you around. First thing, if you look in and to the right, you can see there's a cubby here. So I just put in some water bottles for emergencies, and then sunscreen, bug spray, hand sanitizer, that kind of stuff. And none of it even rattles around. So that is super nice. And then you can see what looks to be a little bit of a mess, but I swear it's organized. So this is my insane bag of bags. Yes, you heard me right. This is my insane bag of bags. So when I go grocery shopping, I always have reusable bags on me to use. However, like probably 90% of these don't get used, but we're not gonna talk about it. We're being economical. We're being environmental, okay?
Being environmental.
Behind here, I also have my cooler bag. That one I use a little bit more because if I need to keep stuff cold, so I keep that one tucked behind. Okay, then we have this, which this is super nice. I got this off Amazon and I will link it below for you all in the description. But this is a little bit of an organizer, so this is what we have. In the left side, we have Angelo's hiking boots and my hiking boots under. And then we have, this is really funny. This is my Buckeye collection because I became obsessed with collecting Buckeyes this fall and it's so fun. So I keep them all in here. And then of course we have a hat when it's really sunny and a fanny pack. And this is the hiking section. All of this stuff is stuff that we regularly use when we hike. So it's nice to just have it available in the car. And then of course we just have some neck pillows for comfort in the car. Right here we have an empty plastic bottle that I hate leaving in my car, but Angela says we have to. Why do we have to? Will you tell them?
If you lose radiator fluid for whatever reason or it boils off, you can fill that with water and then put more in there to like be able to drive the car a little bit farther.
So we have this for utility, as you guys just heard. And then on this side,
or you can fill it with gas.
True. On this side, we have some more, less hiking themed, more car themed stuff. So let's take it all out and I'll show you guys. First of all, we have our safety kit. If you don't have a safety kit in your car, you're doing it all wrong. You need to have a safety kit. This bad boy right here opens up. We have extra pair of socks, gloves, flares. We have these, what are these called? Like
it's a Mylar blanket.
Yeah, Mylar blanket, first aid kit. There's some tools in here. All of that kind of stuff.
Flares?
Yeah, I have flares.
You got light in there?
Uh-huh.
What the fuck?
And then on this part, very important, you guys. And this part is where we have, oh my gosh, the jumper cables. So that you can jump a car with another car, or a vehicle with another vehicle. So there's that. We have an air compressor in case you need to air up your tires, right there. We have, this is also from Amazon, so I'll link it below for you guys. This is a car necessity and it is totally worth every penny we've spent on it. We've used it a lot. This is a NOCO Boost Plus GB40. I only know that because it says on the package, but what it is a battery pack so that you could actually jump your car without having another car or without having another vehicle, like I said. So this is what it looks like, and you just turn it on. Well, you hook it all up, turn it on, and then you can use this to jump your car, and then you just plug it in at home to recharge it, and it's great. That's the battery. We also have a tire repair plug kit. We have, what is this, do you remember? Power steering fluid.
Yep.
But it's in this plastic bag because it was kind of messy and I didn't want to spill everywhere, so it's just not the cutest, but it'll do.
Yep.
We have some one ratchet strap, I think, all the way down in there, some wet wipes, a shit ton of hand warmers, Nobody needs this many hand warmers, but whatever. Maybe someone does. And it's gonna be me someday. And then I finally have the last item in this little section is this, which this has some very random essentials. So we just have period products, a hair clip, pens, a mask, hand warmers, tissues, those kind of cosmetic essentials, if you will. And then what I pulled out at the beginning were these. These are some really big picnic blankets that also roll up and have a handle on them, which actually we brought these to a football game recently and it was the perfect occasion to use them. So I like keeping those in my car as well. Something else I love is that this has a lot of outside pockets. So you can see we have some Metro Park stuff, map of Ohio. Always got to have a regular map. This was the Angelo contribution to my car, a regular map of your state with roads and whatnot, just in case. This is a bunch of COVID masks, just extra in case we need it, paper, And then we have some umbrellas and like a winter beanie. Again, all for emergency kind of situations, but it's good to have. So that is my trunk. So that concludes my tour of my 2020 Toyota Rav4 XLE Premium. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching it. And if you're wondering about the color, I should have said that. It's called Lunar Rock. It is a very special color to me and I love it so much. And yeah, I'm thankful that you guys stayed till the end of this video. So thank you so much. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!